Hi guys, Matt Easton here. So here we have a bout between Wenzhe and myself at a regular class on Tuesdays. We're fencing from the engaging guard, that's high second. Wenzhe goes for a cut number 1 at my head, I guard. You can see Wenzhe's here favouring a low guard known as terce, and I've gone down to match him, also in terce. And I'm just trying to feel him out and find openings. There I managed to find an opening to his underarm, underneath his sword arm, and hit him in it. You can see I'm threatening over the top of his blade with thrusts to try and tire his arm out and also create openings. I'm also trying to tempt him to attack me with default ripostes to my head, which I can then riposte back to him with. Again, threatening over the top, so he raises his arm up. This is tiring his shoulder, but also looking for openings. And sometimes a feint can turn into an attack. That's an important lesson to take. If someone gets complacent about your feints, then you create openings for real attacks into the same line. Yeah, and always trying to probe and find openings, tire Wenzhe's arm out. He comes at me, but I move backwards. He tries a fairly simple cut number 1, but I just essentially move out of distance. I didn't really need to guard that one. Again, he's trying to close me down, but I'm just maintaining distance. And you'll notice I'm in cart here, there we go, looking down at the hand, guarding the inside line. He comes back up to the high line, but I notice he's not very strong in it, so I immediately attack with a thrust at the face. He tries to thrust under my blade, fairly easy to defend, just push downwards. And there I noticed previously he was lifting his hand up a bit higher with an inside guard, so I feinted at his head and then just changed the angle slightly so it came down and hit his sword arm as he guarded. And there I found that his terce, his hand was a little bit low when he was guarding, and so I managed to clip him on the head on the outside line, his outside line. Wenzhe's rear hand has a tendency to drift out. He clipped me on the sword arm there, so when you see, I try to indicate for the camera when I get hit, so it's a bit clearer for you guys. That was actually a double, I think. And there, Wenzhe just missed the guard slightly in it. Yeah, it was a sort of double. I think we clipped each other's sword arms. Not a very good hit for either part. It wouldn't have stopped either of us fighting. Wenzhe's in a medium guard here, threatening with the point. And it's always a bit unpredictable, the medium guard. You don't really know what a person's trying to do, so that's why I start playing with his blade, trying to get him to move out of that guard, and it eventually works and he goes back to the high second there. Here you can see we're just shifting guards looking for positions, and I feinted high and went low to Wenzhe's thigh. Wenzhe's trying to manipulate my point to create an opening, but it's a little bit predictable in this case. We're both in cart there. Interesting, Wenzhe did a circular disengage there to come around the other side of my blade. That was a bind and thrust in opposition to Wenzhe's face. Wenzhe doing some small beats on my blade there, and I bound over the top of his guard and thrust into the armpit, and there I tempted him to riposte at my head, which he did. I parried that and then hit below, and I did the same thing again there. This is one of my favourite things to do, is trying to panic someone into riposting at the head, which is what most people tend to do. Then you catch the blow very quickly and return from it as quickly as you can. And they're just a number of feints put into succession to then hit at the leg. Cheers folks! Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, follow us on Facebook. You can buy t-shirts through Spreadshirt, support us on Patreon, or follow us on Pinterest. Thank you.